Hi, in this tutorial, we'll take a large orders table and split it into three smaller, more structured tables. Let's start with an orders table that contains everything in one place. It includes customer details such as name, email, city, and state, product information like product name, type, and price, along with order-related fields such as order date and quantity. What we want to do is separate this data into dedicated users and products tables. The users table will store customer-specific details, and the products table will contain product information. The orders table will then keep only order-specific details like date, customer, product, price, quantity, and total. This way, users and products tables stay clean and unique without repeated data. To start, click anywhere in your data, go to the Data tab, and choose from Table/Range. If your data isn't already in a table, Excel will convert it and ask you to confirm the range. The Power Query Editor window will open. On the left pane, duplicate the current query and rename it to Products using the query settings on the right. Create another duplicate query and rename it Users. With the Users query selected, in the Preview window, hold Control and click the columns we don't want. Then click Remove Columns on the Home tab. Now the Users table only contains columns like name, email, state, and city. Next, select the Products query and do the same. Keep only product-related columns like product name, product category, and product price, and remove the rest. Then, rename the original table to Orders. Remove unnecessary columns like email, state, city, and category. Let's insert a column in Orders table that calculate the total amount for each order. Go to the Add Column tab, click Custom Column, name it Total, and enter the formula multiplying quantity by price. Click OK. Now that our data is split, it's time to display it on Excel sheets. Go to the Home tab and click Close and Load. Excel will process the data and insert 3 new sheets for each query. On the right, you'll see the Queries and Connections pane with all the queries we created. Notice that the Users and Products tables still have duplicates. This is because we forgot to remove duplicate rows for the Users and Products tables in the Power Query Editor. Let's fix this. Double-click a query to open it again in Power Query. Select the query, go to the Home tab, and click Remove Duplicates. For example, the Users table now has only 12 unique records instead of 72. Do the same for the Products table. Now only 5 unique records remain. Click Close and Load again. Excel refreshes the data, and now the Products table has 5 records, the Users table has 12, and all these users bought our products over time. As a final note, there's something important you should understand about removing duplicate rows in Power Query. When you remove duplicates, Power Query first checks which columns are selected. It then looks for duplicate values within those selected columns and removes the entire row for any duplicates it finds. For example, in our Users query, we have 2 customers with the same name, John Miller. However, they belong to different cities and each has a different email address. If we remove duplicates by selecting only the name column, Power Query keeps the first John Miller it finds and removes the remaining rows. As a result, we end up with only 1 John Miller in the table. To avoid this, we should select a column that contains a unique value for each customer. An email address is unique to a person, so when we select the email column and remove duplicates, Power Query checks for duplicate email addresses and removes only the true duplicates along with their entire rows. If you're not sure which column contains unique values, you can select all columns in the query and then remove duplicates. In that case, Power Query scans the entire table and removes only the rows that are completely identical. In the next tutorial, we'll combine related tables using append and merge. Thanks for watching.